Hello everyone, Mike Iwona for StudentStock. Usually I show you guys how to do Photoshop tutorials. This time I want to show you how I look at a photo and critique it in my own mind when I'm grading them, rating them, or just looking at any photo. I've picked this brand new photographer that's joined StudentStock. You can see here on our site. Her name's tough to say, but what beautiful photos. Her name is Iwona. Just for the record, my last name's Agliolo, so I know what it was like having to deal with a tough last name. This shot is great. You just put it up on the site today and caught my eye. Want to tell you why it did. I've opened it in Photoshop. You can see it still has the copyright information, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. But right now, the critique on the photo, first thing I do when I look at a photo is I look at the composition. And to help me with that, I usually use the cropping tool. And once I've clicked on the cropping tool, you can see if I click on it, I get the rule of thirds. Look how she's placed this particular image. The little boy's eye is absolutely right on the 1/3 mark, giving us lots of room to see what he's seeing. And that's great composition. It leaves lots of room for copy. Another thing about this shot, let me get rid of that cropping device. Look at the lighting. It's got a vignette feel, darkness, so it keeps us inside the image. Our eye doesn't travel off the page, it stays in the page. Another thing about this shot is, looks to me like she used a light source inside this case, which was great because it lit up the case on the outside and the little boy's face perfectly lit to make it look like the magic. You can see the little special effect she's added in Photoshop, probably a brush that she used to put on this nice magic dust look. Look at the focus point. Everything about this picture is keeping us right here on the page. Background's out of focus, still gives us a nice warm feeling back there. You got a little bit of depth, but it's out of focus, keeping our eye right here. There isn't anything about this image that I wouldn't give its highest rating mark. This gets, for focus, creativity, concept. Look at the expression on the little boy's face and his hand gesture. See the lighting on his hand? All those things make this a top-notch shot. I just want to end this by saying we will do some shots, probably mine, and I'll show you things that are wrong and what would help make a shot in different cropping, different lighting. Something I'd like to ask most of you to do. When it comes to using copyright, you'll see that we put StudentStock's name on here, and if you look really closely at any of our shots, we've got a light StudentStock label going through all of the image. Makes it very difficult for anyone to take your image without our permission. Almost impossible. You'll notice that she has not been instructed yet not to put her name on, and you can see her name right here. She's put it on the image. I'd like to advise everybody, don't do that. You do not need to do that. Your name is all over this picture. We copyright it for you. All it does is makes you have to reload the picture, because if somebody wants to buy this, and I guarantee you people will buy this image, they are going to ask for one that does not have this logo on here. That's pretty much it. We'll get into some other critiquing images later on, but for right now, take a look at this image on our site at studentstock.com, and I'll talk to you later.